I don't know, man. It's like I guess I have to have somebody to talk to. I'm by myself all the time. I'm not a people person necessarily, but when it comes to a certain issue, man, I gotta get it off my chest. I ain't got no choice. I don't have no choice. Let me keep my mouth shut. I don't wanna talk yet. Just kidding right there. Truck is over there. Oh, I see it. There it is. It's almost like you walk into a Western Express or some other truck company. Nah, this is a foreign truck company, man. It's the same thing. Advanced transportation system. I parked all the way over here because I could get Wi-Fi by that building. That's a Walmart store you see in front. I thought I was gonna get comfortable in this place. I was wrong. I was so wrong. Nothing serious didn't happen this time. It's just that I feel so fucking pissed off, man. It's like I tried to swerve and avoid coming here after the shit that I've been through. I'm gonna tell you two things. I'm gonna tell you maybe two or three things. Hold up, let me pop this open first. Well, I'm glad they invented cell phones and website, YouTube website where you can post your comments and all that. You can shoot videos and post evidence of an incident or anything. I'm sorry, man. I really thought I was gonna get comfortable in this truck terminal. I was wrong. I have a reason to be nervous all the time. I mean, it's a fantastic job, alright. But the two demons that I don't like, they're in the office right now. I just came out of there. This is what happened. They told me somewhere when I was in Wisconsin. I was just in Wisconsin just a couple of hours ago. And I picked up a load in Wisconsin and came straight to Bridgeview. I tried, accounting or payroll or whatever. They were asking me to sign a signature on some bill that was not signed like some 2 weeks ago. One of them couple of loads far back. So even though the customer didn't tell me to sign it, they said I had to sign it. It gets complicated. So I tried to do it here on my computer or my cell phone. I didn't know how to do it. So I did manage to sign. I used a computer to sign part of it in green. But since it was my manager's idea for me to come here and send them the bills in person. I realized when I got here that red folder, it did not have the bills from the last 2 weeks. I already brought it here in person. So they got a copy of that bill from some time ago, and they wanted me to sign it in person then instead. So I just did. I actually left the truck all the way back here. I dropped the loaded trailer right at the far end of the row. The same trailer I was assigned to 4 weeks ago. I'm still stuck with it. Good. I'd rather stay with it. We don't drop trailers. We don't drop trailers here, really. Just once in a while, they say, but no, we don't really drop trailers. We do live loads, live unloads. So that means I stay with the same trailer in perfect condition. So it's like I tried to swerve away from coming here and it didn't work. The manager said, just go ahead and come here and turn it in person. You see, I was kind of shy and scared of getting in a, disagreement with him. I don't want him getting ideas knowing that I'm probably sensitive and scared of coming here and prejudiced about coming here. So it's just them two things in a office. You see, they're supposed to be gone at 3 o'clock. Well, they were both there, right? The two demons that I was talking about. Yes, they're there. That's the bad news. The good news is, lucky they didn't mess with me this time. They both must have saw the look on my face when I walked right through the door. And then all of a sudden, the skinny one that I was talking about, the one that's closest to the window, it's very, very hard to believe. You know why I sound like this? Because I'm not a joke, I'm a serious son of a bitch. Excuse my language. I like to phrase myself a certain way so I can prove a point. I guess that one sounded a little friendly. She said, oh, you're here. So she said, oh, you're here. And then I said, accounting said they want me to see it. So she just hurried up and called him. It's about time somebody knows where my level of disgust is at. I don't want to get too personal. I don't feel like turning anybody off right now. I understand you're gonna have to know something about me. I don't mind being friendly and gullible to certain people. I don't mind being friendly and gullible to the audience, but I do have a serious side for a reason. When I'm not in a nice mood, I'm not in a nice mood. I'm close to being dangerous. But you know what I'm saying. I'm close to being that, but I try to be honest with myself. I try to be honest with people. But the thing is, I'm not trying to pick a fight, start a fight. I'm not trying to be a fire starter. You know the horror story I told you. It was a little minor, but I told you what I ran into that I did not like before I got on this truck, during orientation, and afterwards. So I just like to phrase myself the word. I like to use the word demons. I ran into two of them. Lucky me, they didn't say nothing. They didn't come up with any BS about what I did wrong. So, I mean, I did try to use personal conveyance the right way, even though the log department doesn't. They kind of come after me a lot, but they don't write me up or nothing. They just explain it to me how the way they want it, and I try to do it the way they want, and I've done it. So they have stopped talking to me about it. They're pretty alright though. But when it comes to the other side up at the front desk, boy, that's my worst enemy right there. Alright, so much for that part. The next section, segment number 2. I should have mentioned that one first before I just discovered talked about me not coming here. But anyway, my manager, I said to him this morning, when I had backed into the loading dock to pick up this load right here, I said there's 2 things I want to talk about. One is I might need you to be on the phone to help me sign those bills that payroll want me to sign. And then number 2, I said this is it. Boy, did that come off kind of serious and scary. I mean, I wasn't nasty or nothing. I wasn't rude. I just came off kind of pitiful and scary. And I said, based on what happened 2 weeks ago, I'm saying I have a problem I need to complain about. I have not been relaxing, and I've been uneasy about me having them 2 strikes. That's what I got. Him is the one that led me to this. Him is the one that led me to this situation. And I said, it looks like I might not even make it on this job. And I said, um, after all this time, I only been on this job 3 to 4 weeks and only got what, two or three paychecks. I didn't even get a chance to exist. That's what I told him. That's what I said to his face on the phone, on the cell phone. I said I didn't even get a chance to exist yet, and I'm using my last chance. I said to him, "This ain't fair." Lucky I didn't come off. I didn't come off sounding like a smart ass or a badass. But yeah, I try to sound. I try to let him know that I'm in a bad mood. I try to let him know that this is not okay with me. So what he said in return is, well, we just gotta follow the rules. That's what he said. And yeah, well, I'm not really. I'm not upset too much about that part, but I'm upset with him not keeping his mouth closed when he didn't have to say nothing. That would have saved me those points. But I ain't gonna make too much of a big deal out of it. So I got enough problems already. So all I gotta do is focus my eye on the prize, like how they say it. Let the chips fall where they may, sort of speak. I know I sound like a preacher. You see me standing up on the side wheel of the truck because I'm supposed to be up in there, what do you call it? Heating up them chicken wings and eating them, vegetable and drinking that malt drink and whatever. I should be out doing that, but I guess pressure and torment is distracting me so good that I feel like I need to take time out and tell the whole world how I feel. I gotta tell somebody. I know I woke up a lot of audiences a couple of times, more than enough times, and with them Western Express videos with a Western Express truck 11107 that I used to drive. Yeah, it went all the way up to 1K, 2K. That's pretty good. I understand it. And this one, it's skyrocketing already. It's like within 2 to 3 days, I saw 100+ viewers. Amazing. I never thought truck driving was so important, but I guess it is. All right, I got y'all's attention. Well, you're looking at a rig right here, so maybe that will get you all excited. But anyway, I'll go ahead and close this door right here. That's what I had in my mind. So yeah, I did confront my manager about the unfairness about me getting them strikes that I didn't like. But anyway, I even explained it to him. Those two things were so minor. That's when he said, then, he just got to do his job. But anyway, I ain't gonna make a big deal too much. So this is what's happening. I am right now, you could say, I'm taking my 10-hour break early because I'm not just coming down through Illinois. It's hell out there, man. There's road rage. They're blowing the horn. Every time I come near Bridgeview, it's like that. But you know what I said? Oh, wait a minute. I got 2 more days to deliver this load anyway. Today's Friday. The terminal, I guess the terminal office is not really going to be open. It probably is. As a matter of fact, it should be open, but it's just certain people ain't going to be working. And then Sunday's definitely closed. But today's Friday. My delivery date is Monday, so the distance is 13 miles. 600 and, hold on. Oh shoot, I didn't write it down. Yeah, I sure did. Yeah, I did. I must. Oh, golly, I don't understand. I guess I didn't. Yeah, 600 something miles from from the pickup. So I got enough time to do this. I'm taking time out because, I was fixing to actually pull away from Illinois so I can camp out at the Target store somewhere in Indiana. But, I changed my mind about that. The traffic, it took me 16 to 20 minutes to come out of it. Plus, there was excessive horn blowing and road rage going on between them car drivers. I didn't feel like getting caught up in it. So I just hurried up and dropped the trailer and came over here to get Wi-Fi behind this Walmart store right here. So that's what I'm fixing to do. This video actually lasts 15, 16 minutes. I thought it was like a half hour already. Man, you have no idea what I feel like. I feel like a fish in the water surrounded by sharks. I still got a love and a compassion and a lust for, no, I wouldn't say lust. You could say I'm describing my feelings. I got a compassion for driving semis. I love truck driving. But it's the other side of it that's challenging me and making me feel turned off. I'm not saying I'll give it up. Hell no, I can't. I'm trying. My main goal is to go own authority. It's not just driving something that belongs to somebody else. I'm definitely desperate. I don't mind driving a company truck or anything. I don't have a problem with that. I don't care if even though this is my second time helping out another driver. I actually helped out JB Hunt with the fifth wheel situation, and then now I helped out another one with a fifth wheel situation right here. Actually, this is like a combination terminal. It's a combination of truck companies. I just saw FedEx getting stuck with another fifth wheel problem. Like the lockjaw wouldn't wrap around the kingpin or something like that. It was a brand new Freightliner Cascadia. And I tried to fix it. So it looked like I might have did something to the FedEx truck, and that female driver pulled away and came back and did hook up to it. But anyways, it's like this. It seemed like I got obstacles, I got stumbling blocks blocking me, trying to intercept me from reaching my future, trying to secure myself. Man, it's pitiful and disgusting, to tell you the truth. I'm having fun driving the truck like a toy and all that, but I don't know, something else is turning me off, man. It's making me sick. No, I came all the way up here for this, but I didn't expect this. I didn't expect it to turn out this way. I thought I was waiting for something scary and dangerous, but I don't know. It went in a different route where I didn't expect it. But anyways, nothing serious didn't happen today. Them two demons, they didn't attack me. One of them sounded a little bit excited. If you want to know the truth, I might sound like a whiner. But the thing is, I still don't like coming up in here no more. I don't like it. Not after what I've experienced. I don't want to see them too. I'm used to it that way. When I say I'm used to it, it's not because I want to hate on them. I just cannot stand them, and I cannot trust them anyways. They already showed me their sick side, and I'm used to staying away from them. I'm used to not seeing them. I cannot change my mind about them. I'm convinced. I'm permanently convinced. I don't care. Other than that, the truck company ain't bad. I like it, but it's just, I got some stumbling blocks and some obstacles. I got some main enemies. I don't know how I got past that one. It must be the grace of God, because I was just here praying on that. I'm here kneeling down on that carpet, man, right before I got in there. I guess the Lord must have answered my prayers. I didn't see that one coming. I didn't even know where it came from. I didn't even remember that I was right here praying on my knees. Let's see if I could escape, them two, because I don't know what they might throw at me. They might get all interested and try and mess with me. That's what I thought they was gonna do. Lucky. A good thing I stayed on my knees and started praying. Because I probably would have been dead by now. They would have tried probably pull this truck from me and all that. Man, I'm sorry. I know I sound like I'm sorry I sound like an oppressor. I can't help it. Anyways. No, it looked like, it seemed like I'm in a disgust. I'm half, you could say, I'm glad I got off the road anyway. Because I'm there driving like a renegade, dodging cars, weaving in, out, in, out. You know, I'm doing everything it takes to get here, and I got here in one piece. So, anyway, man, it's like, I'm glad I got this spot to myself. This is a rented spot anyway, but I'm just gonna, as long as I stay with the truck, I ain't gonna worry about it. Because the last time I was here, it was it was last week, Saturday and Sunday, when they had me sitting in the terminal not doing anything. So now, since it's all hellish and brutal out on the highway, up in, instead of me putting up with all that, I got 2 days left, so I could sit right here. So I'm doing my 10-hour break right now. That's it. All right, we're going on to 21 minutes. Time for me to start eating, relaxing, sleeping. I'm gonna doze myself off. I might watch a movie on the laptop, I don't know. Get this thing crunk. Put some AC and put something in the microwave. I feel kind of sad and scared the way I sound. I apologize. I mean, I gotta let it off my chest. I gotta, I don't want to disappoint nobody, but I mean, every man have their own side. Every man have their own shoe. I don't know, like how David said it in the book of Psalm. Every man has a vain shoe. Every man, what was it? Every man has a vain shoe. I'm using a regular Old Testament, so. Every man have a weak side. That's what he's trying to say. It seemed like I got to deal with mine. Oh, shoot. Just bust my head. Lock both windows. I kind of don't like what I see up in there sometimes, man. I like hiding from this. I got weirdos up in there. Big time. I've seen them. I've seen too many of them. On and off. At least I'm still in one piece. At least I got a job. I just don't know how long I'm gonna last. Yeah. Oh yeah. One more thing he said. All right. This is what happened. Somewhere. All right. You remember that part when I said I got serious with the manager and I said, it seemed like I ain't gonna last long, and you remember all that stuff I just said a while ago? Well, he did say something nice. He said, you're gonna make it. Don't worry. You're gonna make it. I'm glad he said that. I'm glad he came to his senses and said that, because I could have swore these people did not want me to work for them. The way they were acting. That's the impression I got. I could have swore they were trying to get rid of me anyways, and they didn't even give me a chance to even finish proving a point. I told them, oh yeah, I even added this. I said, while I was there confronting them, getting serious about me being disappointed, I said, it's, the reason why this happened is because, you see, I'm kind of used to working for that last trucking company, Western Express. I'm used to their rules. I've been working for them for 3 years. So it's going to take a while for me to adjust to understand your way of doing things. And you see why it went the way it did? It seemed like, I don't know, maybe I got some kind of adversity on me. I think, you know what? I'll go ahead and respond to my mistakes. And you're not going to believe this, but I guess I don't really feel like talking about it. But I guess it's not only for your own good, for my own good. I think Almighty God is good at judging people. I don't blame him. It's like, I like being obedient. It's just that I got certain weaknesses, and I'm still struggling with it. But this is the most important thing y'all might want to know. In the book of Micah, M-I-C-H-A, there is that in the book of Micah, the Bible, going towards the Old Testament, like Revelation. The part where that hit me, the part that really, I don't know, hit my sweet tooth about him, the part where it says, a man's enemies are the men of his own house. And what else did he add? The mother-in-law will rise up, no, the sister-in-law, no, the daughter-in-law will rise up against the mother-in-law, and the son-in-law, the father-in-law, and this and that. And what else did he say? He said a whole bunch of bad stuff, you know. I can't remember, but here's the final part that I like. He said, though I sit in darkness, the Lord will bring me to the light. And then after that, he said, I will bear the indignation of the Lord. Sorry, I didn't say it right. I'm gonna say it again. I will bear the indignation of the Lord because I sinned against him, until he plead my cause and wage justice for me. Boy, he sounds so confident and so strong. You know what? It does happen, you know. It does happen. And David got a lot on his side. The way he sinned with Bathsheba. The way he sent her husband out to war and all that, and got him killed. He committed murder and, you know, rape and all that, whatever. You know, they said that. But you know what? I said to myself when I was on Western Express truck, I said, I better fast. I think I better fast. I actually thought that freight shortage thing was my fault, you know. I swear. I thought I had something to do with it. That's when my manager from Western Express said that there's a freight shortage across the country. Now I know what it is. But anyways, it's like this. I think somebody right here is putting me through some kind of test. Boy, I hope I pass it, because I'm not joking. I didn't come off talking to you by that door like I was, you know, having fun and games. I'm not a joke. I'm really in a world of hurt. I'm in hell. I mean, I'm in some kind of torment. I don't want to mention that 4-letter word. I don't like it. I just don't feel like depressing myself. But man, all I gotta say is, the way I think about it, I think God is how should I say it? He's a spirit of challenge. He likes to challenge things, according to what I learned from the broadcast ministry, not only in the Bible. He likes to challenge things. Something like when Adam and Eve sinned in the garden. He challenged them, and then he turns out winning. He got disappointed. But you know what? He likes to challenge things. I think that's what I'm getting. I think I better put on a show and meet his expectation. Anyway, I guess I'm getting a little puffy and excited here. Let me just chill out. I wonder if I got anything that's important to say while this thing over here is running. All I could say is that the last most important thing that I had to say is the book of Micah. Maybe y'all better check it out. I forgot what chapter it was. I will bear the indignant, yeah. But before that, he said, a man's enemies are the men of his own house. The sister-in-law, the daughter-in-law rise up against the mother-in-law. So they wrap it up. And then he goes on, continuing, talking about a lot of bad things. And then after he said, until the Lord, I will bear the indignation of the Lord until he plead my cause. And then he said something about Oh, she that's trotting in the streets, she, she shall be mocked and laughed to scorn. She will be walking around, I guess, like a prostitute or homeless or something. I guess the one that was laughing at him and mocking him, she gets it in return. Not to mention when David was there playing the harp. No, he was there acting like a busybody one time when Saul's daughter came up and tried to chop him down the sides with a bunch of words and said, "Thou behavest like a fool." And then David spit in her face and said, "I will behave viler than thus." And then you know what? God cursed Saul's daughter, and she cannot have a baby. She cannot get pregnant. Saul's daughter can't get pregnant. Maybe I better calm down and stop getting a little too excited, having doubts. I think I better stay in my little corner so I can get some justice for myself. I can't help it if I budge around in pain all the time, but that's the way I am. I mean, I'm a person that don't really have so much patience. I'm not good at it. I'm very weak at it. I'm very weak at patience. And I can't say I didn't do anything good at all. Yeah, I've seen justice being waged out on the highway when I was on Western Express truck quite a few times. Especially the part where the FedEx truck driver tried to swerve and brush against my truck, and I swerved and tried to hit him back. And the car driver that was next to my trailer on the left side where the FedEx truck, he almost got hit by my trailer. So he swerved behind my trailer and came up on the passenger side and dived right in front of me. This part makes me laugh. He start talking and cussing him out. Then he start raising his middle finger up. I know I told you that already. It seemed like he didn't. I'm the nearest one that nearly touched the car driver. He didn't even come after me. He came after the FedEx truck driver. It's almost like something was watching me out there, man, and it weighs justice for me. I mean, I really needed that. I'm glad. Oh, shoot. I'm getting... Anyway, I'll talk to y'all later. If I got anything else to say, I'll go ahead and say it. But right now, I'm going to post this video. I'm going to have something to eat. I'll check y'all later, okay?